Okay, this is video number 3, my last one for today. The reason why I titled it Melrose Place is because I'm going to be talking about it, but I'm also going to give you guys who haven't watched it before or don't know all the characters and the relationships a little history lesson, so you'll know who I'm talking about when I talk about them. All right. I'm gonna do a little bit of the main characters, but I'm also gonna tell you the characters who left. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of that. All right. So they basically start off with 7 people, and you're supposed to believe that they come from different parts of the country, and they all happen to live in this place called Melrose Place. And you got the doctor and the wannabe fashion designer at that point, Michael and Jane Mancini. And then you got Rhonda, a fitness instructor, aerobics instructor. Matt Fielding, he wants to be a doctor. He's in medical school. You got Allison Parker from Wisconsin, and you got Billy Campbell from I don't know where, but around the same area, I'm guessing. And let's see, that Sandy, the wannabe actress, and Joe, but she comes in later because she's an abused wife trying to get away from her husband. Okay, so then what happens with Sandy and Rhonda? I'll talk about that. Okay, Rhonda is. I can clearly say Rhonda is the only African American character, actor, anything on that soap at all. She was only on for 1 season, and she really it was really in the press that she felt like they took advantage of her. The series became famous, and then they dropped her before she could make any money from the series. And I guess she had gripes or something about how her character was dealt with. They did give her a husband, Terrence, but they didn't get married because when they met, he was in a hurry to get married, but she didn't want to right away. But they ended up just being together, and I think they left engaged. Or maybe they did get married, but I mean, it was later, and it was a small ceremony, and then she left. Sandy, played by Amy Locane, she was only on there for 10 to 12 episodes in the first season, and the episode she left in, it says the title is Dreams Do Come True, because she worked at Shooter's the bar, and she waited on a guy who happened to be a producer, and he just happened to get her audition tape for a soap opera, The Day After Tomorrow, which is a fictitious soap. I'm guessing that she auditioned for and miraculously got the part, and she was gone that day because she went to New York for the audition, and she just never came back. Okay. That's what happened with those characters. Now, I'm going to talk about further into the series and where I'm at this point. It did jump around, and I'm in season 5, and season 5 is where Craig Field, David Charvet, is introduced, and Megan, I forget what her last name, but she became Mancini. Megan, played by Kelly Rutherford, and Taylor and Kyle, played by Rob Estes, which was the husband of Josie Bissett, which was a main character from day 1 till they ended the show. And Taylor, played by Lisa Rinna, who is the wife of Harry Hamlin. Alright. So, I'm into season 5, like I said, and it's just now been discovered that Jane was adopted by Sydney's parents because Sydney's parents were told they couldn't have kids, so they adopted. Then they became pregnant with their own biological child. So then all the aftermath that ensues after one person finds out that they're not really related and what happens to the other sibling and all that stuff happens. And her mother is played by Donna Mills. Okay. Then we have Dr. Matt Hastings, which is played by Greg Evigan. And then, like I said, Matt was played by, in the show, was played by Doug Savant, which, okay, he married eventually Laura Layton, but the story is they were friends for a long time before they got married. Okay, so there's all your backstage stuff. Okay. So then I'm into season 5, where I'm at the part where Craig is dating Amanda, but she rejects him and stuff. But see, the thing is, Amanda is played by Heather Locklear, and Peter Burns is played by Jack Wagner. And at the very end of the show in season 7, they finally get together, so they were always meant to be together. And also, in a weird, well, ironic kind of way, Kyle and Jane end up together, and they were really married in real life. They aren't anymore. They split up some time ago. But so that's what happened in the end. But I'm not there chronologically in my watching. So yeah, like I said, that was just a little history lesson to get you guys to understand who's who. And I might do another one of those or another cat fights video like I did yesterday, because apparently you guys like cat fights. So probably number 3 is coming. But all right. Thanks, guys. Bye. Have a good night.